The purpose of being in this world, a scientific, human, and conscious perspective on why we are here. Introduction. Why this question matters now. We are living in a time of unprecedented progress, more technology, more information, more wealth, more connectivity than ever before. And yet, anxiety is rising. Depression is rising. Loneliness is rising. Violence is rising. Corruption is rising. Environmental destruction is rising. This tells us one uncomfortable scientific truth. Human intelligence has grown faster than human consciousness. The human brain evolved for cooperation, empathy, and balance, not for constant competition, overstimulation, comparison, and fear. Modern neuroscience confirms that when the brain is kept in chronic survival mode, decision-making deteriorates. Empathy shuts down. Ethical reasoning weakens. Creativity collapses. Long-term thinking disappears. So before asking how to succeed, how to grow, or how to win, we must ask the most fundamental question: why are we here at all? Because if the purpose of life is misunderstood, even success becomes destructive. 1. We are not here only to survive. Biology tells us something important. Survival is the base function of life, not the highest function. If survival were the purpose, animals would suffer less than humans. Wealth would guarantee happiness. Power would create peace. But humans suffer more than animals, precisely because humans are capable of self-awareness. Evolutionary psychology shows survival instincts operate in the lower brain, amygdala, brainstem. Meaning, ethics, empathy, and foresight arise from higher brain regions, prefrontal cortex. So the purpose of human life cannot be limited to survival. Survival is the starting point, not the destination. 2. The first purpose, to become conscious. The defining feature of a human being is awareness. To become conscious means noticing how the mind works, recognizing fear-driven decisions, observing ego and comparison, understanding conditioning, becoming aware of unconscious habits. Neuroscience shows that awareness strengthens the prefrontal cortex, reduces impulsive behavior, improves emotional regulation, enhances ethical decision-making. Without awareness, intelligence becomes dangerous, power becomes abusive, wealth becomes corrupting. With awareness, intelligence becomes creative, power becomes responsibility, wealth becomes service. So the first purpose of being in this world is to awaken from mechanical living into conscious living. 3. The second purpose, to learn love without possession. Psychology and attachment science reveal humans suffer not because they love, but because they cling. Love turns painful when mixed with fear of loss, control, insecurity, ownership. The purpose of relationships is not just comfort. It is growth of emotional maturity. To learn love without domination, care without ownership, connection without fear, compassion without expectation. This transforms relationships from sources of suffering into sources of growth. 4. The third purpose, to contribute, not just consume. Ecology, sociology, and ethics all agree on one fact. A system collapses when individuals only take and never give. Human life is not meant to be extractive. We are not here only to consume resources, grab opportunities, secure ourselves at others' cost. Our purpose is to lift the world at least a little better than we found it. This does not require greatness. It requires responsibility, fairness in one decision, honesty in one role, refusal of one corrupt act, compassion in one interaction. Small ethical acts, multiplied by millions, change the world. 5. Why competitive selfish living fails. When people believe, My life is more important than others. My child must succeed at any cost. Ends justify the means. Society suffers. Science shows. Selfish systems increase inequality. Inequality increases violence. Violence increases instability. Instability destroys opportunity for all. Unconscious competition creates corruption, bribery, exploitation, injustice, and finally, insecurity for everyone, including the winners. 6. The great equalizer, death. Every scientific, spiritual, and human tradition agrees on one truth: death is inevitable. Whether king or laborer, president or prime minister, billionaire or beggar, no one escapes death. Studies from hospice care and end-of-life psychology show unresolved guilt resurfaces, unethical gains create fear, excessive attachment causes suffering, unlived purpose creates regret. This is why living consciously before it is too late matters. A seventh, the fourth purpose, to live fully, not fearfully. Life is meant to be experienced, felt, understood, appreciated, not rushed. 8. The fifth purpose, to die peacefully. A conscious life prepares naturally for death. Such a life loosens unhealthy attachments, resolves inner conflicts, forgives, expresses love, makes peace. So death becomes a completion, not a terror. A call to conscious responsibility. Dear friends, we were not born merely to compete, consume, and accumulate. We were born to awaken, love wisely, act responsibly, contribute meaningfully, and leave the world better than we found it. This world does not need more clever people. It needs more conscious people. You do not need to change the whole world, but you must not make it worse. And if you can lift it, even a little, through honesty, awareness, compassion, and responsibility, then you have fulfilled the highest purpose of being in this world. Live so that when your time comes, you can leave peacefully, knowing, I lived consciously. I did not live only for myself. I lifted the world, even if only a little. That is purpose. That is dignity. That is a life well lived. Holistic Wellness Foundation. Imphal. Healing beyond boundaries.